Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Your Kansas City Royals.
And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Cole Reagans.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Chase Mydroff, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0. And another ball. Reagans in his 4th year, making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick back in 2016. High in the air, out to right. Marte takes it in for the out, and there's 1 down. Take a look at the lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Munetaka Murakami in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. Top of the first, just getting started here in Kansas City. That one at 95 missed up top. It's 2-2. Left field, Massey makes his way towards it, pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. That one fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas under it. And that is that. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the nod for the White Sox, Sean Burke. What should we keep an eye on here?
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the air, left side. 1 away. Here now, the lineup for the Royals. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Bobby Witt Jr. batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Witt thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-0. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now, Vinny Pasquantino on the ground to third, might be 2. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals in the first. After an inning from KC, no score on the show. Top of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch, just misses.
That's a ball.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Fergalicious.
Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 3-1. Out to short. Witt. Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 23, Andrew
Benintendi up here. There's the strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Grabs it on the run. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Justin Harris.
And up next for Chicago, Dustin Harris. This one in the air, center field. Thomas settles under it, and that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom half of inning number 2, Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Fastball for a strike. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Carter.
And next up for the Royals, Carter Jensen. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that is out of play. Second inning here, no score. That one pulled foul. Way inside. And a ball and 2 strikes. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 6.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt.
Ball, that's high.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Got him. Now 2 out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. Close,
no,
but
ball.
called a ball. And that is ball 1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's the 3rd out. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1.
Ball, that's up.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Close
Nope,
one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. And the count now even up. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 down. Now here is Reese McGuire. And he takes a strike. That's inside. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Top of the third, no score. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there are two down.
No, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Here's the center fielder, Tristan Peters. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 9 straight retired here to start the game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Kansas City, set for the bottom of the third, Starling Marte steps in for the Royals. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
Ball.
In the air, right field. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Michael Massey.
Here's the left fielder, Michael Massey.
Hey!
Strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That one just misses, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside low, and the count is even, 2-2. A little bit low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
The third baseman, Michael.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Michael Garcia, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. That one the other way. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hee-haw!
Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's a fair ball. Around second, on his way to third. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. And he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, he was trying to get his team on the scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense. Excellent execution, a bang-bang play at the dish, and they just got him in time.
As we go to the top of the fourth, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Chase Mydroff. This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for Chicago, the first baseman, number 5.
So up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And that's outside. That one ripped, but foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
At the plate, Miguel Vargas. Two down, nobody on. One, two now. That one way inside. Two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, right field. Marte really on his horse for
That's
it.
a foul
Couldn't
ball.
get to it before it dropped foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Slice to right, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Marte gets it in quickly, and now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Line drive. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So runner at second, 2 down. Benintendi gets a chance to hit here. Flied to right his first time.
Ball.
Man at second. And that's in there at the knees.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Got him to chase one above the zone there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Outside low, ball 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the White Sox 1 and the Royals nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Ball.
Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Here's a 3-0. There's a strike. On the ground, out to short. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Designated hitter,
Salvi steps into the box now. He's 0 for 1. The White Sox leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out towards right center field. Harris on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Royals, the catcher,
Carter Jensen steps in for the Royals. And he's already singled in this game. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Dustin Harris.
I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Here's your 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Sit down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball, right field. Marte on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, Reese.
Here's Reese McGuire. Struck out swinging his first time. That one
That's
inside,
ball.
and it's 1-0.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Hey, ha.
There's a strike. That one
No,
missed.
that's down. Ball.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Outside ball 4.
Take your base.
Up next for Chicago, the center fielder, Tristan Peters.
And up next for Chicago, Tristan Peters. Struck out looking in his first at bat.
Oh, yeah.
McGuire off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. The White Sox lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Kansas City, and to the plate for Kansas City, Lane Thomas.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 1 away.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball.
And now it's even up. The Royals down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. There's a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Starling Marte up to hit. Fly to right his first time.
That's the ball.
Runner on the go. And fouled off. The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Indy around second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. He reached on a walk his first time.
Ball. That's down.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Marte on the move. And the count 1-2. Two on, 1 out. Just off the outside corner. And the count is 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Here's a 2-2. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Chase Mydrop steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Chase Mydrop.
ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And started him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
Now it's going to be Munetaka Murakami. And the 1-0. Oh, that hit him. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Next to hit, Miguel Vargas. 1 for 2.
No, that's in.
One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And that is cut on and missed. And a count 2-1. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Colson Montgomery digs in now. Runner on the move, and that is out of play. Comes up empty. Activity in the bullpen for the Royals. Steven Cruz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Ursig also throwing. Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Oh, and this one gets away. Vargas up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Benintendi to the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cole Ragans departs. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break. A new arm into the game, the righty, Tyler Tolbert.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Dustin Harris steps to the plate for the White Sox. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And takes low for ball 1. That clips a corner. All loaded up, and we're in the top half of the sixth. On the ground right side. He steps on the bag, out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. And the White Sox will strand 3, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the sixth, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
First sign of movement in the White Sox bullpen. Ryan Hudson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Newcomb getting loose as well. The 1-0. Swings through that one.
Nope, that's low. That's a ball.
And fouled off. The 2-2. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Man at second.
Ball outside.
On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And that one hit to first. Murakami takes it himself. 1 away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Royals, the designated hitter, Salvador.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
A lot of ways to tie this game. It's all about finding the right pitch to drive. If you see it, attack it.
That's outside.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
Yeah.
Out towards right center field. Peters should have this one. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. And he's safe. Great effort, but it's a tie ball game. So no one on after the sac fly. Carter Jensen will hit next. That misses.
Ball.
And that is ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. 2 down, nobody on.
No, ball.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges.
Yeehaw!
And the right-hander's 3-1. In the air, right field. Harris gets under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1.